Good afternoon. It's Jordan Jankus at Arc Westchester, and welcome to another Tech Ambassadors session. We're here to expand your knowledge. The other day, my daughter, who attends one of our day programs, was talking about her staff, and she calls the staff her teacher. And I just thought that was pretty amazing. She's 38 years old. She's still learning every day, but she looks at her staff as teachers. And I think that's a really important thing for us to remember. They're looking to us for some guidance, and never hurts to learn from them also. We're going to do a quick session today on Pinterest. And for any of you that haven't joined us previously, we can urge you to go to our arcwestchester.org/technology site, and please check out our videos from the past, our videos of the webinars, and lots of other resources. So today, on to Pinterest. I'm not sure how many of you are on Pinterest, but it's a pretty amazing resource. And if you think of a bulletin board and little things attached to the bulletin board, you get the sort of model of Pinterest. It's wonderful, but like the web, it's big, it's vast, and if you get involved in it, you just have to make sure that you're not just collecting a lot of stuff, but you're actually benefiting from the information that you're gathering. It's not highly curated. They break it down into some categories that are relevant, but you really have to look into the items to see whether they are something that have merit for your particular line of work. So for any of you that have not gone on to Pinterest yet, this is the welcome page. And you sign on using an email or your Google ID or your Facebook ID. Once you've done that, then you are given an initial screen. I don't have that here, but just they kind of want to know what are your top 5 things you might be interested in. That's a very general question, but it helps them to start building the stream of pins that you'll be receiving. After I completed that, then I started a topic, searching for a topic, which was cognitive disabilities. More specific sometimes helps, but you never know that if you put in something broad like cognitive disabilities, you may stumble across things that you're not expecting. I typed in cognitive disabilities, and these are the pins that came back. Every pin that you see, whether it has text or a picture, has some sort of link behind it. Let's click on this one, create a restaurant book with tactile symbols. Well, we'll see what that is. We go to a link created by the Perkins School, Paths to Literacy, and it talks about setting up a book of food items that somebody without speech could bring to a restaurant and use to help them ordering. Also, if they're visually impaired, you can actually put physical things on the pages, plastic food or something that will be able to be used by the individual to pick out what they want to eat. It's a pretty neat link. I found a lot of information from it. I'm going to save this. I'm going to pin it to a board. And a board, you can have as many boards as you like. I started the next one just based upon my field of interest, cognitive disabilities, but you could set up one for employment, transition, life skills, no matter what you need for your particular program. Go into create a board, and it gives you some suggestions here, language, learners, activities. But I'm going to start a new board. That's the board that I created. Once I pin something on it saying that I want to save it, it starts showing up on that board. So I can find some other things. Let's look at this, teaching a child with, it doesn't show, but I believe it's autism. I click on that. Autism's teaching strategies, an awful lot of great information on teaching strategies, behavioral therapy, just a lot of great resources. Pin it to this site. Here's another one. I hadn't heard of this particular connection, but because of this, because of the randomness of it, I stumbled upon something pretty interesting. I clicked on this picture of this young woman teaching this gentleman some skills on a laptop. So once we click that, we come up with, an article from CNET that talked about how tech means jobs ahead for kids with cognitive disabilities. And it's an article about this woman's business that she calls Digitability, where she helps people learn how to use technology for employment purposes. Just started exploring her site, but boy, there's a lot of resources there. Definitely want to pin this one. And as you go along, I am searching under cognitive disabilities, but Pinterest will take you down that rabbit hole. Say, in this rabbit hole, we have a lot more categories like therapy activities, child therapy, multiple disabilities. This is almost an endless search, but again, you want to start your search out with some sort of targeted ideas of information that you're looking for. You're welcome to check on any of these, but I certainly would try and exhaust my current topic of cognitive disabilities. You can build a network of people that have regular Pinterest postings and follow them just as you would on Facebook or on Twitter, and you'll be connected to their posts. Also, with the page, besides clicking to pin it, you can also follow that page. So any future postings from that person or that company will be a feature of your feed. It's a great resource. Knowledge is great, but you have to realize that potential. So really drill down into something that you're trying to solve, say like money management for somebody that's going out into the community on their own, or how to prepare for an interview, very specific kind of things. You could start your own feed and start publishing information on this, and you can share it with other people too. So if you find it interesting, you can share it with people outside of the Pinterest network, onto the other social networks or through email. Has a lot of versatility, but again, that intentional curating is the thing that really makes it most effective. So I hope this is helpful to you. I'm going to have the next Tech Ambassador session on the 4th of September. If any of you on the call are going to be at the Coleman Conference out in Colorado in October, I'll be there. And I'm also going out to the Closing the Gap conference. That's at the end of September out in Minnesota. So hope to see you there if you happen to attend. If not, I'll be posting information on those sessions. Hope everybody has a great day, and I'll be in touch with you soon.